Greetings all, I'm doing a video game review on Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. I just got done playing this game, and this is definitely not good. Not good at all. At least not for the price. Maybe if you spent $5 on it, it'd be okay. Main issues, company that made this, obviously Capcom. Another company is Slant 6. They also made SOCOM Confrontation. That's the one game I know of them making, which was absolutely horrible. The feel and the controls of it are okay at best. Main thing I had an issue with was there was a lot of glitching, things disappearing, and the AI on it is atrocious. Random, you'll have hunters that'll be running after you and then turn and run the other way. You have your AI characters that are on your squad. They'll just get in your way more often than not. Sometimes they'll do stuff, and apparently if they have a first aid, they can actually spray you to heal you, but that only happened to me one time during the game. Yeah, it's the story of it is okay. They try to tie in some things, answer some questions with it. So I mean, it's okay in that regard, but not nearly worth what they were charging, which was full price of $60 for the game. I'd say it's about 14 hours long, and just because the only reason it's 14 hours long is I got stuck a couple of times and kept dying, so I had to keep replaying it, and that's another thing that's very frustrating. They have an autosave feature in this, and it's segmented into chapters, so if you're 3/4 of a chapter done, like on each little, because you get like each mission, we'll say, and each mission goes from, like, let's say 40 feet away, and you'll go from that section to that section, which is okay. But when you have like a mini boss battle, if you don't defeat the boss and you die, you go all the way back. So yeah, it's okay if you can find it for like $5-10 at the most, or I recommend renting it. Get it from like Redbox for like a couple of bucks. If you have a day to kill and you really want to just play this game just to play it, just to see, it's okay. They have an upgraded section for doing weapons, and upgrading each person gets like their own skills, I guess you could say. Where somebody they have a passive skill set, and then they have another skill set. The passive skill set comes to them automatically, so you don't have to use any experience points on that. But the other skill set, you invest your experience points that you pick up throughout the game into that, and that could be upgrading your weapon to another weapon. There's extra skill sets where you can have one person who, instead of only carries one first aid, can carry multiple. So each time you upgrade that skill, it goes from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. But I think that was kind of pointless as well. I mean, that's really frustrating. You only have one. You can only hold one at a time. And you can pick up herbs, but you can only use them on yourself. You can't use them on the other players, which is really ridiculous because your people are going to die periodically. You're going to constantly have to run around reviving them. And the other thing is the boss battles. Some of the boss battles are ridiculous. They're not entertaining. They're not fun. They're just pointless, monotonous, just going on and on and on. Perfect example is at one point you'll face 2 tyrants, but first you'll face just one, and you feel like that's like impossible because he's knocking down your people the whole time, so you're running around reviving them, and then you find out a second tyrant comes in, and then you have to defeat that, and it's just to the point where you want to throw the controller because you get so mad at it at that point. So out of like 10, I would say 4 or 5. We'll say 4.5. So yeah, just recommend renting it. The other interesting note, though, is if you do like this game, Capcom is notorious for their copy save protection on it. This one doesn't have it for whatever reason. I don't know why, but yeah, you can copy it right onto a thumb drive. I just did it now just to check. So that's it. Like it, subscribe. Thanks.